review of the Mixers versus the Solos and versus the Pro Studios. We don't have those studios with us because we actually returned them for the Mixers, which are right here, as you can see. Just opened them out of the box today. Got them in the mail yesterday. And we wrote a list of the pros and cons of all three of them. So let's start.
So first off, we'll start with the Mixers. I saw a couple of videos online, and they just didn't really go into detail with what I wanted to know before I bought them. But first off, we'll start with the design. I mean, out of all the Beats, I think they have the coolest design. They have the rotating headphones. They have a flat black finish, so it doesn't leave a lot of fingerprints. They have the durable cord right here. And they also have the input cord on both sides of the ears, so you're not restricted to which side you have to use. Now, some people say they are uncomfortable, but I think they fit nice, like a tight-fitted hat. If you want to work out with them, they're not going to go anywhere, like bobbing off your head or anything. And with that, after maybe like an hour or two, you might want to like rub your ears. But I think with all on-ear headphones, you're going to have that problem. And the only, that's about the only con I think these have is the on-ear uncomfortability, but that doesn't come unless you're listening to it for like hours on end. So if you're just casually listening to them, it should be fine. Other than that, the best noise leaking out of each Beats, I think, goes to these headphones, because if you're listening to the studios, anybody next to you can hear exactly what you're listening to. With these, it's like you can hear them when they're off your ears. The second you put them on, it's just silence. So that's probably the best thing about these. And with the sound quality, I think they're on par with the studios. So if you're thinking about studios or these, I think these are definitely the right choice.
Alright, so my friend just went over the Mixers, and we briefly kind of compared them to the studios. But now I want to compare them to just the standard Solos. These aren't the HDs, which is a major problem because of the durability. You guys have probably already heard that they snap a lot, and I actually have snapped a pair. But if you just get the HDs, then you don't have to worry about that. I like how small they are. They really collapse into like a really compressed format, I guess. I don't know. I always put them in my backpack right after I get out of class. Good sound quality. Same thing on ear. After a long time, they start to hurt, but other than that, they're pretty good. No noise canceling, but the noise leak is still pretty good. And if you want to compare them to the Mixers, they're actually not as good as that. They're pretty close, but Mixers still have them beat. There's only one input thing for the headphones, which I don't really mind because I guess I got used to it, but other people might not. It stays tight to your head, and it's got good adjustments, but it's not really like a fitted tight, which you would say the Mixers are. I don't have much experience with the Solos. My buddy here actually owned them for like a month and decided to return them.
Studios,
well, whatever. Already messed up. Anyways, but so like one thing that I noticed, like if you look at these, like there's a little black cord in there, and that's to power the headphones, and it's really just a thin little wire. But these have this huge thick cord in here, which is just, I don't know, just higher quality.
And some people actually had problems with this black cord sticking out. Eventually, after doing this cord would pop out and get snapped eventually. But I mean, if you don't yank them too much, you shouldn't have that problem.
Yeah, so overall quality just seems like the new Mixers are right there. I mean,
they just feel the strongest. I mean, they said they used the most metal out of all the headphones and the least amount of plastic, and they just feel like when you're like going to bend them, there's a lot of resistance. You know, they're strong. And with the studios, you could just bend them. They just felt weak. But with the studios, I mean, the cons, the price, they're really expensive. You got the noise leak. I mean, if they're on your neck and you put them on your ears, it honestly makes very little of a difference. Like if you just have a song playing at like 75%, the person 10 feet away from you can probably hear it word for word. They're pretty bulky, and they got the glossy paint job, which leaves fingerprints, and the batteries don't last very long. I mean, I put some new ones in, and then like 3 days later, they were already in the yellow, and that was kind of bugging me because you always have to buy batteries. But I mean, other than that, they're probably the most comfortable because they go around your ear, and you're not going to have a problem with your ears starting to hurt after an hour because, I mean, they're not on your ears. And if you want the most powerful noise sound quality, you're probably going to want the studios, if you don't mind people listening to what you're listening to, because they probably have the, like, sound quality is probably par with each of them, but the power of the bass for the studios probably has a slight advantage, just because I feel like the speakers are a little bit bigger, so they can handle a little bit more bass. But other than that, the quality of the mixers is great. I mean, it's only $50 cheaper, and I just thought the pros and the mixers outweighed the pros of the studios in the end.
Alright guys, feel free to like it, comment. This is our first Beats review video, I guess, so just let me know what you think. If you think it's shitty, tell me. I don't care. I just like the feedback. Also, check out my Great Morbid videos. They're really funny. They're of me watching some fat guy. He's my neighbor. Like, he doesn't even know I'm videotaping him. It's pretty funny. Yo, whatever. Comment, rate, YouTube. Bye.